Hey, everybody. Good moment of you and you and you and you and you. Just hopping on, wait and see if anyone wants to hop on for some um, messages today. Readings. That's the word. Readings. I'm going to stick that up while I'm waiting. Let's see. All right, just waiting to see if anyone wants to hop on. Maybe not. And if not, I'll hop off. Just stepping through a portal, guys. And that's what I think that today's readings are going to be on. What are we letting go of and what are we opening up to? Simultaneously, as we let go of something, we're opening up to something. Let's just see if anyone hops on. Just got done a couple of Ria on the Run messages and threw off my sweatshirt, brushed my hair, and hopped on. See if anyone wants to get any messages. In the meantime, I'll just ring my bells and see what comes through. I guess too much Ria, too much Ria running through Facebook today. Spirit saying, come on, you guys, open up. Lots of yellow, lots of confidence, solar plexus opening up, becoming anchored more and more and more and more into the confidence of you, the joy of you. Every moment of now is really a moment of you experiencing yourself through the physical, through the mental, through the emotional. Every moment is an opportunity to discover and to allow more of you. And they're just showing me like a Dr. Seuss story and all of these like images popping up and you 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 and you. Multi-dimensional use. In this moment of you, this moment of now, you are allowing through your presence, through your senses, multi-dimensional use to kind of all merge. They're all merging through your physical vessel of who you are right now. All of the energy is merging, supporting you, illuminating, activating, expanding. And now they're showing me just the image of you as this huge, big, shiny star, the star of your own reality, the light of your own reality shining back at you, the experience of your own light being experienced through your physical vessel. That's so cool. All right, well, I don't see anyone hopping on, so let's see what else would Spirit like to say. Take a chance. They're bringing forth that ABBA song, Take a Chance on Me. Take a chance, take a chance, take a chance, take a chance on me. So maybe somebody needs to take a chance. Maybe someone needs to give a chance to somebody. They're saying when you take a chance through faith, through your own discernment, through your own guidance, when you're stepping into taking a chance, whether you feel guided or not, they're saying it is just another opportunity to open up, to activate more light. As you experience more things, you're literally activating more light and you are living more fully, they're saying. So maybe somebody out there watching later needs to hear, take a chance. When you take a chance, you can never, ever, ever go wrong. When you take a chance with an open heart, you're literally activating more light and experience to be brought into you, through you, to bring forth even greater abundance and opportunities. communications, engagements, streams, pathways of light. They're showing me an image with someone with a little dog. I don't know if someone is wanting to get a puppy or a dog, or they are communicating with a puppy or a dog that is passed on, but they're showing me somebody with a little dog, someone with a little dog. So maybe you're contemplating getting a dog, getting a puppy, or it's just showing that relationship with you and that dog and that puppy going out. They're like going out, they're together, they're having fun, they're going out. All right. Let's see what we got to let go of. I want to just pull a collective card because I was kind of curious about that today. Oh, do I not have that? Spirit saying you don't need a card. You don't need a card. Tune in. What do you need to let go of? You need to let go of the fear of the unknown. Letting go of the fear of the unknown. Because the unknown, when you step into the unknown, it is through your light that is illuminated. The darkness is illuminated. So as you enter the fear, as you take a chance, as you allow yourself to step through a door that has been previously unknown, it is through your light that you light the way. You show the way just by presenting, just by showing up, just by opening up the door. There is nothing to fear. Let go of the fear. The fear is illuminated. The darkness is illuminated. The unknown is illuminated through you, through every step you take, through every breath you take, through every motion, action you take. Just show up. Wherever you show up, you illuminate the light. They're showing you opening up a room that was previously dark. And as you open up that door and you step into the room, it is through your light that it is illuminated. You are showing you your own way by stepping into the unknown, by stepping into that room that was previously dark. It is through your experience that you enlighten your journey, that you enlighten the path, that you receive your guidance. Hey, Christy. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you feel the need, Christy, to hop on and share anything, let me know. And I can send you an invite. Thank you so much, Christy. We're always reflecting and sharing light for one another, activating light for one another. Not for. We're actually, through our awareness and where we're placing it, we're generating that experience. We're generating that message. We're generating that guidance. Just like when you open up that door and you step into the room of the unknown, uncertainty, you are lighting the way. Spirit is saying you are lighting the way. You are creating the experience through your willingness to open up. And what Spirit is also bringing forth right now is we really have been taught, we're really becoming masters of not having that security net, of not having to know ahead of time to take that step forward. We're really letting go of the previous anchors of what we felt was safe, secure, comfort. We're really like, they're showing me a machete. I don't know why a machete, but whipping through the vines, the attachments that once prevented us and kept us in limitations. So as we've taken our machete and we've cut it off, it has freed us up to so much more, to allow so much more in our life. Things that we wouldn't have dared to say, do, traverse, go, have been opened up for us due to our own letting go. So it's letting go, Spirit is saying, of our old safety nets, our old attachments, our old ways of feeling secure. That is that was cut off a long time ago, is what some spirits saying. That was cut off a long time ago. And the past couple years have really, really, really helped us to master that whole COVID thing and all of that business and everything that we've gone through in the past few years have really allowed that within us. It's really freed us up. It's really was an experience to kind of kick us a little bit, kick us in the butt a little bit. Probably because I've been whacking away at all that's been in my way. Yeah, and you're the only one watching right now, Christy. So obviously, this message is going to be more. It's going to be very um, tuned into you because you're engaging and you're shining your light through your awareness at me in the screen, and so I'm just reflecting back what you need to hear, and that's the beauty of it. And we're reflecting back to Spirit is saying what we need simultaneously, and just quick, because we are vibrating quicker. We're becoming lighter. And this is one other thing that I just want to share, because that doesn't look like anyone's coming on. Anyone else who's meant to be here will be here, and who's meant to be here later will be. Hey, Lauren, a message I wanted to share really, really quick. So as we become more light and as we activate more light, it's like a little wildfire fire within us. The bigger the fire, the quicker the clearing. So you guys all know how a fire can demolish and just whip through so much. The hotter it gets and the bigger it gets, like, the California forest fires, and it can move through things quicker. Well, every little step we have taken, everything that we have done, everything we've done when we stepped into the unknown through trust, through anchoring into our own heart space, we've activated so much fire and light and passion within us that it's literally burned through anything that is not serving us. It is burned through the veils, the limitations, the thoughts, the old thought forms, beliefs, things that we've attached to and thought were true, but we're not. So every step we take, we are literally inflaming and becoming lighter. You guys have all heard how we're becoming less carbon and more light. Well, this is essentially what we are becoming more and more and more of in our physical experience. This is our spiritual part working together with our heart space. And what it's doing, it's literally activating codes of remembering, DNA, streams of consciousness, multidimensionally aiding us and supporting us now, where really nothing can get in our way, and you're more and more and more and more empowered through your light. Just like that corny little thing I said the other day, that do not cower, but step into your power, not through fight or might, but through your light. And that is what's happening with every moment of you embrace. It's about embracing every moment of you, and whatever's before your reality. And this is also bringing forth the messages that Spirit is really saying lately. How can you give to yourself at a sensual experience, a sensual physical experience, whatever it is, whether it be a massage or whether it be to go to the movies or whether it to be eat something you think you shouldn't, but you're going to because you enjoy it. The lighter we become, also the less dense we become, dense in body, because we're being guided intuitively by our own light. As we release thoughts, energies, programs, we're blasting them with our light, dissipating them, and our physical body is actually becoming less dense and heavy as well. As our emotional and mental become less dense, our physical body is going to release that which we don't need. And our physical shape isn't something that we're going to achieve. Our physical health isn't something that we're achieving from the outside going in by, like, say, adopting a program, a certain diet or a certain exercise program. No, it is changing and acclimating to our divine frequency imprint, whatever that is, not determined by a number on the scale, not determined by a body shape or a size you fit into. The new us, the new version of us experience in this moment of now, which is you, is being determined by the light that you are activating within you. The freedom and liberating of thoughts and ideas and densities that you are holding on to. We're liberating and freeing ourselves by stepping in, obviously discerning, trusting in our heart, trusting in our divine frequency imprint, our communication with ourselves, taking chances, opening up the door, releasing that old comfort zone, releasing those old ideas of security, and they're just saying retirement plans and all of that, kind of releasing things that have kept us in bondage to jobs, to relationships, to circumstances, to places, all of that. We're releasing all of that, and we're literally becoming freer and more liberated in our expression to live in this physical 3D form. That is amazing. That is beautiful. That is not what I came on to say. That's not what I planned on saying. All right. Oh, that's so beautiful. Thank you guys for joining and popping on. It is funny. I spent all of that time looking out from the inside, thinking it was better out there, only to look back in from the outside. I am suffering from the grass being greener. And that's beautiful, Lauren. You bring up a really good point. But guess what? That was the journey we chose to take. And that's how we actually connected to what is true for us. That physical outside world, sometimes we beat ourselves up for going to where the grass is greener, or moving here or moving there, or doing that, or trying that diet, or trying that pair of clothes, or whatever it is, anything. I know that's really little things, but that was part of our purpose. That's what we came for. And it's that outside reflection of condensed ideas and thoughts and programs by others that we see outside of us. We try it, and then we realize we break the mold, we break out of our shell, and we say that's not for us. And we needed that experience. We needed the contrast to get to that, to be this. And that's beautiful. It's not easy being a teenager. It's not easy once you come into like self-awareness and you've got all those influences and peers, because everybody is kind of copycatting, but that's okay, because then that's how we come to our own self-realization. I prayed that my father would die so I could be free. Are you freer, Lauren? Are you freer now that your dad is transitioned? He's with you. There's no doubt. He says, you didn't lose me that easy. Your dad says, you didn't get rid of me that easy. He's there with you. And those thoughts are okay. Sometimes we might feel a little bad about that after it does happen. And like, oh my God, I shouldn't have thought that, or I shouldn't have embraced that relationship more or appreciated it. So that's beautiful. And that, you know what, that's really gutsy of you to even say that. I prayed that my father would die. That's really gutsy, and that's really true. That's really beautiful, because you're speaking your authentic truth. Yeah, no, and you know what? That's what it takes. And your dad is with you now, and I'm sure you know that, more fully in the truth, embodying his light, not limited in this human body. And a lot of people are transitioning now, and they are leaving the density, because the light and the influx can be too much. So through their physical capacity, they transition in order to be free and be in their own light. So what your dad is saying, not only did I free you, I also freed up myself. Your dad is literally saying, you're not the only one that became freer. I am free. I have freed up myself, because sometimes the energy and the density that we take in this earth is so dense and it's so thick, and there's so much pressure, and we just have to leave it. Some souls have to leave it. That was as far as they were supposed to go, and then they leave it, and then they embody the more fullness of who they are at that conscious spiritual level. I am free to do what I want, but all I want is the freedom of peace of mind. That comes from within. That comes from within ourselves. Nothing on the outside is going to give us peace of mind, but all of that outside can point us within, and that's what it is meant to do. That outside reflection is to point us in, and then the more that we come in, the more our outside changes. The more we go within, the more our outside reflects that light, that activation, those streams of consciousness that were opened up. It's kind of nice not doing cards and just channeling. I added a lifesaver sword to my toolkit. I love it. A lightsaber. Now, are you talking like Star Wars, those lightsabers? I love your butterfly thing on there. I wasn't even coming on Facebook now, but something said, go on a sec. Oh my God, Christy. I love that. That's so beautiful. That's so beautiful. You really followed and are in tune to your own guidance. And that's what we're all doing. The brighter we become too, the brighter we become. This is really beautiful, Christy, because you really pointed this out as well. The brighter you become, the stronger your guidance is, the little more that guidance shines and gets your attention and your awareness. And you can't ignore it anymore because your light, all of you guys are shining so much brighter and vibrant and embodying so much of your light in the physicality that it's going to get your attention. And it's not like a quiet little voice anymore. It's boom, it's there. And you're able to discern and you're able to make decisions and you're just following it. Because also, as your light is brighter, you're also following the way and your path is brighter. So you don't have as much cowardness, or you're not as shy, or you're not as questioning. Oh, you're not holding on to so many of those beliefs that got in the way, like, really, should I do this now? I really should go eat lunch first or go do my laundry. No, you're enlightened. You're literally enlightened. I love that. Just looking at some of you guys' comments here. Lauren, thank you for sharing that. Was so brave. Oh my God, Christy, that is. And those are things sometimes we might feel guilt. And I just love the way she just opened up and said that and shared that. And then it might make some of us think, oh, well, maybe my thought wasn't so bad. And not only that, because you shared that, Lauren, your dad came through and said, guess what? I freed myself too. So it takes away any of that. We make things so heavy sometimes, and it's just meant to be light and bright and free and merging and flowing, because in reality there are no compartments. We compartmentalize in the physical, but in reality we're free, we're liberated. And there goes a seagull flying past the window. Oh, I love it. I guess it was to the fact that my father and I had an adult relationship, whereas my mother and I never did. I know your mommy babied you. That was her part. Hey, Kimmy Seagull, thank you so much for your whale insight. I did 2 lives this morning. We're on the run. I'm on a roll today. Must be the threes, power of 3, sharing some of that. So thank you so much. 51. Yeah, it's only a high of 40 today, but I know that's cold for Arizona. Christy says, my rebel card this morning. Oh, I love the rebels. My rebel card this morning said, you're not the center of the universe. Get over yourself. You are and you aren't. Isn't that weird? So I question that too, where when you get messages like that. I love that you bring up this, Christy. You're not the center of your universe. Get over it. But in a way you are, but you're not. And it's just that paradox, because the universe lies within you. You are the universe and the universe is you. Yet we've got all of these variables and other energies that we're also working with. Hold on. I feel there's something more with that. You are, get over it. I think what it's saying is in the way where it's more physicalized, the limited parts, the limitations of the physical universe. It's more an energetic state, the universe within you. You are the universe and the universe is within you. But you are the center. You are the center of your world. You are the center which all comes forth. But if you're judging it from the outside first, then you're not the center. You're not the center when you look out and think that has a power over you. That's when you're not the center. You're always the center when you're coming from within out, but not when you're going out within, even though they're working together. Holy cow. It can get mind-boggling. I laugh because I am the center. Christy, you are, though. You are. And so many people like to say, well, and they get a little annoyed. People that get annoyed and say, well, geez, you're not the center of you're not the center of the universe, or you're not the center of life, or it's not all about you. But actually it is. And what happens is sometimes we get flack for that, because someone who gets a little pissed at that kind of mentality, it's because they are not really connected to their center. So they're annoyed because they're still allowing the outside projections, beliefs, paradigms, and attachments control them in some way, shape, or form, letting them think that there's some power outside of them. But Christy, you nailed it on the head. You nailed it, because you are the center, but those that don't like that are because they are not allowing themselves to be creating from their center. They are regurgitating. And that's part of their experience to come to that. Exactly, get that. I get it. Because I used to get picked on, like, oh, here you are. This is who you think you are, and all life revolves around you. It does. It does. The more you come to the center, the more too that you're projecting that out. But yet we're still uh, collectively creating. But yeah, all right. Well, I guess it ended up being just a little bit of a talk today. Anybody have any of you guys watching now have a question or any other topic or something you want to say or bring greater information about or an insight that you had? Yes, she is nail on the head. Oh my God, absolutely. Hi, beauty. Like you, please, when my good time comes. Donnie, we go through this every time. Donnie, your success, your good time comes when you can accept that it's already here. This moment of you, when you realize that your success isn't outside of you, your good moment comes now. When you realize the now is you and you are the center, Donnie. Thank you, Christy, because this is bringing to point Donnie's message. When you realize that you are the center of your universe and everything is a reflection of you, then you can really say, okay, where is my success now? How am I successful now? What can I do to promote myself now? What can I do for me now? And as you take action on knowing that you are the center, you are the sun, you are the creator of your reality, it is through you that all is you. You can give to yourself on a physical to affirm that, to anchor that energy in. So do something for you, Donnie, today. Act the success that you want to be because you already are that. Don't wait for something outside of you to happen because you'll be waiting for other until you can claim that you are that happening already within. So I've been doing this little thing with my son, Mythos, so I'm just going to share it. So when we left to go to Florida for a few years, we sold our 2 houses. We literally had a condo on the beach, and now all the prices in that time have doubled. And we had a cabin in the woods simultaneously. And I beat myself up all the time saying, holy shit, what the hell did I do? Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Because now everything is double in price, being only 3 or 4 years later. So when we came back, we bought a place in Kennebunkport, but it's not in Old Orchard where my kids go to school. And of course, you have to have residency to go to school. So we're renting a place here on the beach instead of owning until something, until everything lines up. And I keep saying, Marie, when you give up something, there's something greater and better for you. So my son and I, this is tying into Donnie. So my son and I keep pulling in at this place, a condo on the beach. And I'm like, we pretend, and I don't pretend. I says, Caleb, Mythos, let's go home. We're going to pull into our new home. And it's a condo on the beach. And I keep saying, okay, we're home. I literally pull into this high rise. It's sort of high, like 5 levels. You're not allowed to have so much too high in Maine. I said, we're home now. And I pull in, I shut off the vehicle. I said, grab your backpack, we're going up. And I'm feeling into that. And then I laugh when we leave and I say, oh, I forgot, we got to go get some milk at the store. And then I leave. But I literally live that energy like it's real and it's in his head. And now when he wants to go for a ride and listen to music, he goes, Mommy, let's go to our new home. And I'm like, oh, Mythos, I love you. Let's go. And then I drive just a teeny bit down the road and park it and say, oh, we're home, Mythos, grab your backpack. So it's so cute. You really got to live that energy and feel into it. And that's easier for me because I've done stuff like that in the past and gained the result of it. So when I lived in Vermont, I tell this story a lot. I wanted to live on Old Orchard Beach just because we vacationed here as a kid and I love it. And it's the ocean and I love the coast and blah, blah, blah. And so anyways, before we moved here and before we sold our home in Vermont, I used to drive down this street called Orchard Street. And I literally would visualize and pretend, oh, I'm driving down to my home in Old Orchard, and within a short time I lived here. So everything is really an energetic shift first. It's a frequency shift. It's embodying an energy. And then in that time too, we lived in the woods, the cabin in the woods, and I would pretend that I was waking up to seeing the ocean out my window. In a short time, boom, but feel into it, Donnie. So my point is, you are the success. All of that success lies within you. It's all an energetic connection. And then it can reflect in your world. And no matter what is reflected in your world or whatever mistakes you think you've made or whatever turns you think you didn't do right, know in the confidence all is divinely timed, all is as it's meant to be, and you really are the creator of your reality. but you got to believe it. You got to feel into it and know it's an energetic state of being. Just like when they say, if you want to be successful, dress that part, act that part. If you want to be that famous, whatever it is, how would that person act? What would they say? How would they dress? What would they drive? And again, with driving, I use this as an example. Back in the day when H2s were coming out, Hummers, I wanted one, and I had a Chevy Avalanche. I would literally go park next to one and say, I'm sucking in that energy. I'm driving it that. We had a little Saab at the time. I would take little Matchbox Hummers and I Velcroed them on my dash of the Saab we were driving. And I would say, oh, I'm driving in my Hummer. And lo and behold, like 3 months later, we ended up getting one. So it's really, really important to embody the energy of that success. You are that success. You are that light. You are that universe. You are that reality. It is already there. It's just waiting for you to shift to that experience. But don't get caught in your mind where you think, oh my God, how I have to do, like this is what I'd say, oh my God, how many haircuts do I have to do to buy that? Leave that out of the way. Don't worry about the hands-on making of the money, because it's going to block up your flow. It's going to block that energy. It sticks a boulder in front. Let go of that. Don't worry about how many haircuts or how many more hours or how much money you got to put away. Just shift into the energy. Do what's smart in the moment to work towards your goals, obviously. Discern what you're supposed to be doing, because everyone's experience of getting from A to B is going to be different based on their own energy, based on their own belief systems. So you still, at a certain extent, have to honor what you do believe, but, feel into that energy. That was a long answer, Donnie. That was a long answer. Yes, ma'am. You have to believe. Speak it. And yeah, you can you can say something, but if you don't believe it, everything is energy. It's going to respond to energy. Everything is made up of energy. That condo, that truck, that vehicle, that relationship, that book, that state of being. It's all energy. So if you stick out dead energy, and you can think of it this way, it's not really alive. Say, I'm going to marry the president of the United States. That's just something random and stupid. But if you don't really believe it, or I'm going to be a billionaire, but you don't really believe it, you're putting out dead words. They're dead. They have no energy. You have to have that spark and that passion, that emotional connection. The emotion is the fuel. It is what enlivens. It is what puts life to the words. The word itself is dead. You have to have that emotion, that belief, that desire behind it. And even if it means starting with little steps, don't believe and try to say something that's just totally out of your belief system. Start with something where you're pushing the pushing and tipping it a little bit to what you can believe in, matching that frequency, and then embodying it, pretending, imagination, unlocking the treasures within to the heart. The child has imagination. It doesn't contain itself. It believes. It's tuning into that childlike energy. Okay, start from having it and go backwards. Start from having it and go backwards. A lot of people are advocates of going from B to A. I guess I don't understand the A part. I understand maybe, or I guess maybe what you mean is what you can feel into. Imagine it and then get back to feeling into that. So that makes sense. And yeah, just also acting to your greatest excitement in every moment you can. Bashar teaches that. I love Bashar. I forget to share that with you, Christy, when we did your reading about Bashar. Bashar is channeled by Daryl Anka. That is the future version of Bashar. He's a Sassani. And anyways, he teaches following your passion and acting on it the best of your capability in every moment. So say maybe you want to be this huge artist, whether it be a singer, a musician, a channeler. It's acting to the best of your capability in every moment. And what can you do right now? Maybe no one's calling you to perform, but you know what? You can practice and jam out in wherever you jam out and practice and deliver and imagine people coming to you, imagine them applauding you, imagine that. Just imagine yourself in that scenario as you are doing the best that you can in the moment. Just like somebody who might want to be a bodybuilder or a competition bodybuilder. Well, they aren't going to just walk on stage, but they can imagine that and take a step in every moment of now to be that, to be that. You still got to take a step in the moment of you, of now, towards that, even if it's just imagining, laying in your bed and just imagining it. Everything is energy. Everything is created by energy, not deadness. So it has to also have meaning to you. It has to have heart. And that's why it's so important to connect to your heart, because then you discover where your desires and where your meaning is and what's important. All right. I am doing the homework now in hopes of getting a good grade so I can go on summer vacation. Good. Do what you are guided to do in the moment and take action. Homework. Yeah, well, maybe you need to let go of the homework excitement a little bit. I mean, the homework assignment. Let go of the assignment, Lauren, and follow your excitement. Assignment. Let go of the assignment and then embrace the excitement. So, one other thing that I felt Spirit was saying that I just started. Hey, Leona. We're just kind of hanging out and talking. I came on to do readings, but I showed up with one, now two, now three. And four, just hanging out and just chit chatting and sharing experiences and just bringing forth what Spirit's bringing through. Okay, what did you just want to say, Spirit? It's about the spiritual and the physical working together. Spirit is saying sometimes your spirit, your guidance is telling you to do something, but we doubt it and we dismiss it. But luckily, Spirit is never ending in giving us guidance, giving us opportunities in abundance. So even if you feel you didn't hear Spirit, or you wished you took action on something but didn't, or you wished you listened to your gut, those experiences were just to help us to learn to tune in, but to know that this is a beautiful message, that there's never a limited amount of opportunities. Spirit is always opening the doors. God is life itself. God is unconditional, eternal, abundant love. So, like I was talking about earlier, how I kick myself in the butt for doing this or the other thing, this message is for me as well, that there is not a limited amount of opportunities. Abundance, the doors are open, and it's just believe. You don't have to understand the how-tos, how many haircuts, how many whatever you got to do, how many readings, whatever, how you got to get a higher income. It's the energetic state, and to know that you'll be guided in every moment of now to your hopes, to your desires, to your greatest heart's desires manifest and lived. And to know that you don't worry about the opportunities you didn't walk through. Don't worry about the times you didn't listen to your gut. Let them just know to teach you to listen and to open, and there is no failure. And even if you think even the times where, like me personally, I'm like, oh my God, I thought I heard Spirit. I surrendered. I did all that I could, and this is what happened. And Spirit is saying those are the most beautiful times, because it really teaches you to be vulnerable, and then sooner or later you learned how it all worked out, and that you really did hear. But what you heard and what you expected might have been different. They said that what you heard was true, the guidance was true. You stepped in and you surrendered and you trusted and you let go, but your expectation was limited. So you feel you were let down, but you were never let down. Spirit is saying it was to open you up to more than what you could conceive, more than what you could comprehend or understand from the mind, the limited mind. But when it is combined with the God mind, which is always flowing from the heart, you know nothing ever was in vain, and any leap of faith, any decision ever made was not in vain. It was all still for this, to activate more light, to trust in yourself more, to anchor in your confidence, to open your solar plexus, to open your heart, to open your mind, to give you the physical experience of your God self. So again, Spirit is saying many times we spoke to you, but you didn't listen. But don't fret, they said. Don't fret. Don't fret if you didn't act then, because we are spirit. It is God's source energy. It is eternal, and the opportunities and the doors are limitless. Someone needed to hear that. Me, I needed to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. And what makes it hard, Leona? Leona says learning can be hard, but no, it's for our greatest good. It is the human mind keeping it hard, or still like beating ourselves up or projecting emotions on others, or just the projections of the limitations we're still holding on in our mind. That's what makes it hard. We make it hard on ourselves, but if we can free ourselves and accept it and surrender, and even some of us tap into moving that energy and saying, yeah, learning really does seem hard, but I know deep down I am releasing limited beliefs, and I'm actually becoming lighter, and things are getting easier as I release those limited human understandings that I'm ready to let go of. Ego, yeah, freaking ego, the limited ego, the little ego. But that's a blessing. And I know you know that, Christy, as well, because the ego gave us that experience as the physical of the limitations to discover our God self, to live, not just to discover, because we can say, oh, we already knew our God self. Why did we come in? We wanted the freaking ass experience. We wanted the experience of becoming lighter. Very nice. All right. So for you guys that are, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. You didn't. You didn't interrupt. Oh my God, I love it. You guys, oh my God, don't be silly. My problem is that my entire life has become homework assignments. So when you said problem, we got to redefine things, because also as God creator, source energy, and in the universe, us being the center of our universe, we got to redefine shit. Okay. Problem. Take that out of your vocabulary. It's not a problem. It could be a challenge. It could be an opportunity. It could be an expansion assignment, but it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Thank you, Leona. Thank you for, oh my God. Oh, Kim Chemistry, fellow gem. I didn't know you were a TikTok queen. Kim Chemistry, fellow gem. So awesome. I keep saying I got to do that, but I don't know. I just, I don't know. I love to just spew. I like to channel. Otherwise, I got to take time to do the detail work, to edit, I don't know. I don't know. And I keep saying I got to do more Instagram. I got to do TikTok. I like to just spew. I like to just be in this state of being. Learning and patience is never mastered, but we get plenty of opportunity. Yeah, we got plenty of opportunities, all right. Really didn't know it. Once I am done. You didn't know it? Didn't know you were a master? Didn't know you were a master? Of course you are. Geminis are masters. Having to unite the contrast, having to drop that I can't was huge for me, because I can. Yeah. Not only can you are it. Whatever you desire, you are it. And you came to have that illusionary time of bringing it forth. Yeah, you're so good. That's so cool. All right. All right. So if you guys want a quickie, let me know. I came on here to do like readings, but I'm going to sign off, and you guys have been so beautiful, and I really appreciate your light shining and creating these messages, because if Christy didn't make a comment, Leona didn't make a comment, Lauren didn't make a comment, it wouldn't have activated the spirit response of it to elaborate and to illuminate it. So thank you guys. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. I understand. You don't have to edit per se, just record for 2 minutes. Do you do that, Lauren? Or this whole thing about short reels? Like you can make a short reel from a longer message and like snip it and then deliver it. All right. Anyone want a quickie before you head out? Christy, I'll pull a quick crystal Mandela. This is the physical. I like these because they're all crystals. I don't know if you got those or not. Crystal Mandela. Just an energy that's supporting us. Just that little spark of light that is supporting us, acting as a space holder for our light. Anybody? All right, Leona first. I see Leona saying yes. Practice makes perfect, right? But if we're already perfect, if we're already innately God source energy. I guess it's the physical that gives us that practice in form. Oh, too many came out here. What does Leona need to hear? Yeah, I agree. So I'm trying to do shorter RIA on the runs and like bring it down. So that makes sense. That would be a good tool to get to the importance of your message, to really snip it. And everybody has such short attention spans, including myself. I won't really watch a video if it's too long. It's just it's such a fast paced world that, yeah, I agree with that. And then if people are interested in more of your information, then they'll tune into you. Because I like short snippets. I like the meat, right to the meat or right to the bones, right into the meat and bones. No fluff. I like to just boom, get to the information, deliver it to me. Stop this long-winded shit and just get to the point. So I tend to be like that. Yet all my lives tend to spew out. All right. So that's a good point. Purple, Christ consciousness, Leona. Obviously, that seventh chakra is really activated and receiving lots of downloads, activations, anchoring that energy into your physical experience. Let's see what the message says real quick. Angel Lahabil in black tourmaline, which would be that grounding. I love that. And practice, like you said, you love to practice. While practicing and taking the action in the practice is really grounding that information into your physicality, into your reality, making, as you apply it in a real sense and practice, you are anchoring it and densifying it into your world to manifest. So that's a good point, what you said there. I courageously let go. I embrace healing and renewal, represented by the purple. I release and surrender in perfect trust. I am cleansed through powerful outpouring of spiritual grace. Spaciousness now opens within me. Within this clean, clear space, that which is outmoded and absorbed and reborn as an unlimited potential for manifesting new sacredness. Now is a time of potential and grace, which I amplify and activate through relaxation and release. I am blessed with spiritual cleansing and divine protection to begin again. So maybe you have been working really hard at something and really putting a lot of intensity in, and maybe it's just time for you to let go a little bit and relax, because this message is more about letting go and kind of relaxing, or actually relaxing simultaneously as you practice, relaxing and letting go of any particular expectation, but doing things more for the joy of it. When you bring the high frequency of joy, as opposed to, like Lauren was saying, homework, making the homework more of a fun activity, then that relaxes and loosens up the energy and creates for quicker actually manifestation, because everything is energy and energy vibrates quicker. Things are happening faster. So as you relax and let go, your manifestation that you're trying to create is actually can allow it to happen quicker. So that's your message, Leona. That's a good one for all of us. So sometimes we just like want to beat things to a bone or try to get things to happen, but it's in the relaxation or through the letting go that you enter that stream, that ease. We're all individuals, and whatever works and feels right for you is right for you, Lauren. I'm definitely a bouncer. Jack of all trades, a master of none. Presh, hey, I'm too late. I could be added on. All right, quickie. I didn't go with what I thought I needed. Oh my God, Leona, you nailed it. You discerned your own message perfectly. And that's beautiful. I'm going to put that up there because it's very meaningful. Letting go of what I thought I needed and learning to use what I have. Absolutely. I love that, Leona. Well put. Anyone else? Chemistry. And okay, I got Leona. All right, fellow Gemini. Super powerful. They're showing me you dancing around going, I got that. Like almost like doing your little TikToks and like moving your body, and I got that. I don't know. They show me you dancing and like moving your hips and going like this. So I don't know. I don't know what that means. Oh my God, son of a freaking bee. Same exact one. letting go. Maybe you got to let go. So the image I was getting for you, Kimmy, is you were literally letting go, and you were doing this kind of motion where the hips are a lot of hip motion, and they're showing me you dancing around doing that, but like back that ass up, that song, back that ass up, and you're like moving it like that. So I think maybe letting go in your physical body more is your message, same card, same crystal that Leona has, but something about back, and they're saying back that ass up. So I don't know if just letting go and backing 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 up. So hold on here. Backing up to move forward, loosening up. Don't backtrack. Don't have not having to backtrack, but loosening up that back motion. It is so clear, Kim. It is so clear the way they're showing me you, and you're like it's in a purple, like you're wearing purple clothes, and you're like backing up, and you're loose. Um, So I maybe loosening up energies of the past, loosening up things that you're still carrying by just loosening up that physical body and just dancing and moving it up, moving it in fun, like loosening it up. Just something about de-densifying, loosening up your energy, and it's physical. It's actual like I can't get this out of my mind. Have you been dancing lately? Because they're just going like this. They got my whole body like moving, and it's like really soul felt too. It's like really embodying all of your body and feeling every part of you and just moving it. So, however that relates to you, chemistry. Um, I'm feeling there's something else there though. I'm just feeling letting go of any physical inhibitions, embarrassment, just being really confident and owning it. And it's something to do with dancing display, just dancing and letting go. I mean, I don't know, maybe you've already been doing that, but just about releasing and letting go of any inhibitions and really embodying all of that light and being free with it and expressing it. It's huge. It's huge. Authentically expressing you and letting go of anything preventing you from just expressing that in the physical. What are your songs? Back that ass. I love that song too. I love that song. I can't even think of the other words, but back that ass up. I remember going out on the dance floor and everybody gets really excited with that, and everyone's like backing their butt and moving to that beat. I love that. I love that. I also love I also love that song. My anaconda don't want. What is it? Baby got back. I also like that song too. Baby got back. Or yeah, that song. Oh shit, I can't even think. But Mythos loves that song. My anaconda don't want none. I love that song too. So those are all about really the root chakra, the butt, the butt, and grounding that energy and moving it down. So something about you really working that energy and in that root chakra and grounding and moving all of that spiritual and all of that light through your body and anchoring it right down through you through movement. A lot of butt motion going on. I'll tell you that. You got a lot of moves, Kim. Kelly Deck, can you pay for one? Well, of course you can pay for one. That was the point of my whole live today. I was going to come on and just do some paid donated readings, whatever, I'll stick that up there for Kelly Deck. Let me know if you want to, and it'll be more thorough for you. Otherwise, I'm just doing some quickies here. Who was next here? I got the cards sticking out. Christy. This was yours, Christy. Ah, beautiful. Sacral energy and the confidence and the joy of it, that solar plexus combined with the sacral. So to me, this is all about having confidence in your divine frequency imprint. What makes you you? What makes your heart sing? What is your expression? That's what you're being called to do. Your mission and your purpose, Christy, is just the joy, whatever your expression is for you. And when we are expressing our divine frequency imprint, that's all that's all really that's being called of us, is to be us and to share ourselves authentically, whatever the word is, and in confidence and light and in joy It's about a flowering. It's about a blooming of you. Your own personal energy is in your divine frequency imprint. It is in that which makes your heart sing. It is through how you express it. Like that visual I was getting of Kim, her own divine expression through her dance and her movement. Whatever that is for you, that is your purpose. That is what you've come to do. Goddess Bastet in Cat's Eye, sacred pleasure. It's all about pleasure, immersing yourself in the pleasure of your physicality, your emotionality. I melt into sacred pleasure, taking delight in the sweetness of life and the sensuality of embodiment. Also, this is kind of piggybacking off from you, Kim, for you, Kim, as well. I am divine soul grounded in the temple of enlightenment that is my body. It isn't something outside of us, guys. So many times we think in the past that it was outside of us. We are the temple of light. It is through our physical sacred play, enjoying the senses, embodying, savoring that physicality. That's what makes us lucky. That's what we came for. My joy is an offering of gratitude to the universe, which attracts greater blessings that I can share freely with the world. Triggering a collective awakening into grace, I invite the divine to sweeten my life for the greater good of all beings. So as you sweeten your own life and savor and indulge, and it's about a lot of sensual indulgement and savoring and the sweetness of life, you're shifting to the reality that reflects that. You're not having to change anyone. You're shifting to that reality that's reflecting that. Beautiful. All right, sweetness. Maybe you need to go eat something sweet, Christy. Celebration, Kim chemistry. Yes. Life is a celebration today, now, and forever. So what we celebrate today is now and forever. That is our future. Our celebration of today is creating that future. Celebrate the sweetness, the divinity, your connection, your physicality, your taste buds. Something to do with taste buds. I'm feeling Christy and those watching. You guys got to really bring something yummy to eat today. Whatever you really savor. Like the cha-cha-cha. One step back, two steps forward. Yes. Hip swing, side step. Oh my goodness. Hey, Thaddeata. Put them under glass. Chrissy Burt. Yeah, you're welcome. Kelly Deck. Yes, Kelly? Did you do a donate? Did you do a donation, Kelly? Let me know and I will, so I know what I'm delivering for you. Funny, I'm feeding my sacro carrots, sweet carrots. Oh my God. I love your energy, Christy. It's just so light and lively. And like all the pictures you take with the sun dancing and reflecting off the water and the sky and the orbs and all of the imagery. Oh my God. I just feel that in your energy and it just really opens my heart. And even like everything you do, it's embodying you, your emoji even there. It just opens up my heart. And I really connect to that. And you really reflect that part in me. So thank you. Am now. Oh, okay. All right, Kelly Deck. All right. So Kelly, while you're doing that, any particular question? Anything particular? In general, my intent was what are we letting go of and bringing in simultaneously? And a lot of the readings today, or for a couple of you guys, were piggybacking. It was about letting go, and isn't it always? But what are we letting go of in order to? When we let go, we create space for more. So what density are we letting go of in order to embody more light? Or if you had a particular question, Kelly, let me know. Yeah, I'm doing my job. Yeah, you are doing your job. And you're having fun with it. And Christy, what you bring to mind is that kid. Like I remember being a kid, just laying on the grass and looking at the sun and watching the jets go by and looking at the jet streams and just really embodying that beauty outside in the sun and the light. That's what I feel when I see your posts and when you relate to me. You remind me like just like a mirror of that little kid in me. And in me now, obviously too, because I love to play outdoors in the sun. But yeah, you're just really good at that. You're really good at bringing forth those codes. Those codes. Any special question, Kelly Deck? Oh, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Thank you. Thank you, Lauren. I should have known. You would know. All right. Any people to let go? Any people to let go? All right. Kelly Deck. Thank you. I'm glad you popped on. Ages. Oh, absolutely. Age is just a state of mind. Holy shit. Me too. It's like freaking A. I'm always told I'm like a little kid. I like my sugar sweet cereal. I like my candy. I'll sit in a corner by myself, just nibbling something in the middle of the night. A little embarrassed because I think my adults judging me and saying, "Oh, you really shouldn't be doing that," but then I do, and they're like, "Oh my god." So yeah, and that's just so freeing to allow that kid to come out and play. And yeah, and Gemini's in general too. And I know you don't have to be a Gemini to be an eternal child, but yeah, and I'm sure you got that some of that in you. But yeah, you just about healing your that child and then it can come out free and oh my god, there's no place I'd rather be. Is than engaging in that kid. That kid. Okay, Kelly. Like oh, so what I wanted to say to you, Kelly, is real quick. I did a message this morning and I really felt somebody needed to hear it. So I'm going to touch upon it in a short synapse for you. And it was my second on the run this morning. One was at the beginning and one was at the end. And it was about holding space. And it was a message about, um, if you maybe re-listen to it, but it was literally it kind of had to do with letting go of people or circumstances. So all of you guys watching now and later, you truly, truly are Master Light Blasters. The Master Light Blaster comes into this world literally automatically holding space for others and holding the light for others in relationships. So I talked about that that dynamic, that dynamic of are you holding space or are you really supposed to let that person go or are they are you being a doormat? So to sum it up, as a master light blaster, you hold space, and a lot of times it's obviously those close to you, whether it be a partner. For me, it's always been well, it's always been everyone's children and partners. We are holding space of light, and you came in with a contract with that other person, but that other person is transmuting a lot of that lineage, family history, cycles, dense energies, and you came in with that person as a contract for you to hold the space of light for them to transmute that darkness. So you're holding the space, you're holding the light while they are acting out in whatever way, shape, or form that physicality is acting out. It could be through fits, it could be drama, it could be chaos, it could be addictions, it could be whatever. Poor me. But what they're doing literally is they're transmuting deep densities of victim. But us, as we hold that space and light, sometimes we get caught up in the dynamics and it's not that one, it's like the black and the white, the yin and the yang. You came to hold the space of light. They came to transmute. You're both master light blasters. You're both God source energy. Not one is better than the other, but you're both lit up. But this person came to transmute the energy. They're a strong old soul. They're strong, they're courageous. They came with the contract to transmute the energies through their physical experience while you kind of held that space and reflected the light. But sometimes what happens is then the human part says, oh, I need to heal that person. I need to teach them. I need to force them. I need to whatever. So, as you, as a master light blaster, did not come to get caught up in any drama. You didn't come to teach. You didn't even come to heal. You came to just hold that space of light to allow them to do what they needed to. But also, as you witness them as they undergo their transmutating, alchemizing, and what's the word called? Transformation, you are being activated simultaneously. So you're holding space for they can go through their process. But as you witness them, they're also causing you to question. They're causing catalysts and little sparks for you to grow and to continue to lighten more. But what I think your answer is in the question, Kelly Deck. So what I'm saying to you is there comes a time, some of those contracts are short-lived, some are long duration. And then like the live, I felt like I've been holding space for people my entire life. Whereas a Master Light Blaster, you came with your veil thinner. You were a conduit, a channel, just a light with a veil much thinner. So you're holding space, but it doesn't mean that you are to be holding space for that person forever. So some contracts are short, some are little, some are just intermittent. And as you hold that space, you have to really go within. So that person is also teaching you to really go within and connect to your own intuition, your own discernment. Is this abusive for you? Is it too much? Is your job done with? Is it over? And there comes a time even where you might feel shame or guilt or feel you're not helping that person because they might be making you they're they it might become unbalanced where they're being a vampire on you, sucking you, demanding from you, give to provide them the light. You're to hold the light, not to give it to them, not to deplete yourself. They really teach us healthy boundaries as well, but to continue nourishing and giving to yourself. So you might even feel like me, feeling guilty. Okay, I feel numb now. I have no emotional attachment to this other person because you've been having to be so strong in your light as this person undergoes their transformation. You weren't not supposed to get engaged. You're supposed to remain emotionally strong in yourself. But as a human, as a Master Light Blaster, and as an empath, as a compassionate person, you might want to give too much to them. And then you end up being a crutch. Then you allow your energy to be sucked by that other person that you're holding space for. And there comes a time where it's time to remove yourself. It's time to remove yourself if it's not balanced. If you're holding space, they're able to transform, you're able to be nourished, that's good. So they're both learning from each other. Both counterparts are learning. You're holding space, but they're also learning, yeah, I got to heal myself. You're holding space for them to come into their own balance of healing. It's up to them to heal. It's up to them to take care of themselves. You're just holding that light. You're just being that reflection for them. Just like the whale. I I was using that as an example this morning too. The whale holds space for Gaia, holds space of that deep emotional connection, communication, holding through their truth. They're communicating and reverberating that energy out. So a light worker is much like the whale energy in that they've done deep diving. They're connected to a very deep, profound, unconditional love that they're holding space, but that doesn't mean they're to be abused. Okay, so I'm feeling your answers in the question. If you're asking if you're supposed to let go of a person, you know deep down you're supposed to, but this is your affirmation, or this gives you some understanding and peace and reflection, but only you know when that time has come. So I know I've done that with people in my life, and it's freeing and it's liberating when you do that. Your time has been fulfilled, your contract has been fulfilled, and you can even break contracts. But even those contracts you're breaking are still meant to be. You still have that contract to break that contract. You know what I'm saying? So everything is divinely timed. You got to go deep within. It is about holding your space and light. And if people are taking you off that too much or depleting you, yeah, it's time to remove yourself. Even if it's for a short time and maybe you go back or whatever, you need to nurture yourself. Your light is of the utmost important as a Master Light Blaster. Sure, a Master Light Blaster's light is activated in the dark, and that's how you guys have worked collectively as a team. But teams come and go, no different than in baseball or sports. They trade them. That time that contract was meant to be, then maybe they're feeling a little bit abused or misused. And you know what? It's time for them to go and fulfill other contracts. So for me, I'm feeling intuitively, and I'm getting all the goosebumps whenever I think of you, Kelly Deck. Is it time to let go? I don't know if there's another person on the other side also urging and telling you this. Doesn't mean it's forever. It means that contract, that time period has ended. You got to nurture and replenish yourself, okay? Because it's your light. You can't hold space in light and anchor light like a whale if you're being attacked. Okay, they're showing me harpoons attacking a whale, and not in the way where the Eskimos were using them for sustenance, but a harpoon hitting the whale. And now I want to cry. This is a very, very, very deep emotional thing that you're bringing up. I can feel it. And no, you were not meant to have a harpoon put in your flesh. Okay, so holding your light is the most important thing. Okay. Definitely there is a place in emotional disconnect. Okay, You're not meant to emotionally entangle. We're not meant to fix anyone. We're not meant to heal anyone. We're not meant to have anyone see the light. We're there to hold our own. And if you're not able to do that and it's being depleted, remove yourself. Remove yourself. Caitlin Maury, I have not seen you in a million years. Thank you so much for popping on. Just you are on. Oh, thank you, Caitlin, for shining your light. Oh my God, you got such beautiful, beautiful energy. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Also, to overcome is greatest strength, is what I am told, to master it. Oh my God. So we play so much stuff in our mind. Kelly, this is so for you. So I have told myself when entangled in situations that I needed to go through that to master it, to be strong, to be courageous. But you know what the true strength is? And sometimes, Kelly, letting go of that responsibility. It is not your responsibility. There are times where we are in relationships where our strength is our light, because you can't just walk away from a family member sometimes, or a spouse or a kid. So only you will be able to discern how this applies to you. But what Spirit is saying is the true strength comes from connecting, waiting for your own discernment and guidance, okay? The strength isn't in having to overcome and be strong enough to conquer this force, to show this force, to go through it. You will know how this relates to you, Kelly. But what they're saying is the true strength and courage come from connecting and listening to your guidance in spite of that other person, in spite of your connection with them, in spite of what you were taught, in spite of, especially in spite of what they're telling you. Because you can say, oh, true love is forever, if this, like in a romantic situation, through better and through worse. But sometimes, you know, we take that belief to our detriment of our own light and our own stability and our own peace. If it is not of peace, if it's not of peace, there's something there for you to recalibrate and an energy for you to rebalance within. So we do subject and contract ourselves in unpeaceful connections in order to find our own power. Is that not a paradox? Weird. So sometimes we co-contract too with those persons as we are holding space for them. There's so many different layers and strings of energy and consciousness connected to one relationship. You're holding space, but in the same token, you might be learning to empower yourself. In another token, they might be acting like, you know, just not taking any responsibility for their actions or who they are. And there comes a time that that is actually showing you that you need to take responsibility and empower yourself. So only you know when it's right to let go. But this is just to give you some perspective of the situation. Strength and courage. Like, I know a couple times I was in a relationship and I said, okay, I know when I'm going to be released of this. I know when it is time I would go within. And I knew that I needed to wait it out until I was told within to disconnect. When I knew that I have learned and extracted everything from that experience that my soul wanted, I knew I would be released, but I also had to give into that. So true strength is sometimes going with the heart and releasing the mind games, is what they're saying. But only you know, sometimes that strength is to also continue on that journey and to continue on a journey where you're not emotionally entangled. That's how I've had to go about with children to go on that journey, to be that space, but not to get entangled in it, and to know that I'm not responsible for their journey. They got internal guidance just as much as I do. All right, let me see here. All right. And I haven't pulled you any cards yet, but okay. I know, haha. Oh, to master it. Okay. Oh, I know. I was told to me 20 times on my wedding day, Leona, you can love someone forever, but have no business spending your life with them. Leona, holy shit. I'm going to put that up there because that is so wise. You can love someone from afar. You can love someone and you're actually loving them more by disengaging from them, by allowing them to have their own journey. When the contract is so entangled and so painful and hurtful, and it is not of peace, you can disconnect and allow them to have their journey where they have to then pull within for their own strength. And then you pull within and you regain your personal power back as well, Kelly. And it doesn't mean it's forever. You never know what the future brings, but all you do know is you got to embrace you in this moment of now. It's not about embracing the now, even. It's about embracing you and your energy and empowering and connecting back to your own power, not giving it away. And then when you disconnect, that allows that other person to find their power. When you don't get involved in the drama, the entanglement, the chaos, if you can hold safe space and you're happy and peaceful and they can do that, that's fine. But I'm feeling, for me, intuitively, I'm feeling it's a time for this. You can love them. Sacrificing yourself is not love, okay? Sacrificing your light is not love because you're not doing anyone any better. You're not doing you or the other person any better. If you're sacrificing your love, you're dimming your love, you're depleted. No, you're not doing them good and you're not doing yourself good. Simple as that. Soul Success Unleashed with Jen Gilchrist has a 4-day free series going on for empaths and highly sensitive people. She teaches how to know what is our energy and what someone else's. I hope this helps someone. It was life-changing for me. Thank you for sharing that. All right. So, first of all, your innate self is God's source energy. It is peace and it is bliss. So anything other than that, if it is being triggered from the outside or it's not peace, it's not your energy. Anything that is not of peace is not your energy. Now, is it an energy you're believing in? Well, and that you're still holding on to, that you need to clear or balance? Sure, because that other person wouldn't be reflecting that. But when you're ready to reclaim your own power and step into your power, you don't need to reflect that unbalanced energy anymore as well. Also, if it is not peace, if it is not peace, love, balance, it is not your energy, period. Even if it's you by yourself, not engaging with another and it's not balanced, you're still, what you're doing is you're clearing that, letting go of old beliefs. And we will project icky relationships. No, they're not our energy. They're just triggering something also within ourselves or a reason for it to empower ourselves, to reconnect to our own innate self. You are God, goddesses. You are pure love and light. That is your energy, nothing else. Everything else is just energies as the physical came to transmute or to regain their own power, to have the contrast, to step back into their light. All right, I'm going to pull a couple cards on that before my batteries go dead. Anyways, Kelly, this is a beautiful, oh my God. So thank you so much, Kelly, for acknowledging that. Because I can feel it because I've lived it. And we always go to the resources that we relate to. We go to those that are reflecting our own intuitive answer and consciousness. We do that. That's just, you are creating this message, Kelly. So you're creating this with so much love in your heart and compassion. And I can feel the purity of your heart wanting to do the right thing. But what we do sometimes is we allow those old patterns and thoughts and energies and beliefs to affect us. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of enjoying everything, mind, body, and spirit in this world now. You have come as a master to illuminate your light, to be empowered in the physical through the truth of who you are. Anything less is a lie. It is untruth and it is an illusion. All right, let's see. I'm going to pull some cards, get some insight. Let's get 3 cards for Kelly. Let's get some cards for Kelly. Some more insight. Mother Earth heart cards is my go-to for any kind of emotional stuff. Our hearts are at one with Mother Earth. And all of this stems from a sense of you're breaking your own cycles and family, lineage, genetics, genes, other timelines of yourself as well, Kelly, by self-empowerment. You are dissipating and clearing any sense of the lie of unworthiness, not good enough, beliefs where you thought that it was hypocrisy to think you are God, even. You are God source energy. You deserve and are. And you've come to actually experiencing your physical body as the temple of the living God and honoring that and trusting in that and stepping into your power is what Spirit is saying. And because we are sensitive as Master Light Blasters, we do feel other people's pain, but it's still our energy in the way that they're still reflecting something within ourselves we need to balance or empower ourselves. And even when we're holding space in a healthy relationship for someone by not getting caught up in the drama, but just holding the light, we're still learning through their transformation. We're learning about ourselves, and it's empowering. It's empowering. If it's disempowering, no. If it's disempowering, step out of it. If it's empowering and it's a mutual engagement, equal, where their transformation and transmutation isn't killing you, then that's equal. If it's depleting you and it's too much and it's heavy and it's causing anxiety and stress and sleepless nights, no, time to step away. Time to step away. That's not equal. That's not equal. So we got this one. Hold on here. It's like when you're holding space for someone or a best friend that's having a hard time. You're happy to hold space. You're happy to give them some insight if it's welcomed, and then you step away. You're not doing it in an unbalanced way. Like they might say, "Oh, thank you for listening. Thank you. You've helped me so much." That's equal. If they're making you feel guilty, shameful, stressing you out, and it's time for you to step away. You've gotten too entangled in that energy, but that's still an energy that you've got to let go of within yourself. I just want to heal the harpoons. Okay. The wounds by the harpoons, or the harpoon. It's not your job to heal anyone. Even as healers, we're not healing anyone, okay, guys? Even channelers, even anybody who considers themselves a healer knows that they are not doing the healing. They are holding space for the person to heal and balance through us holding space by allowing that light for them to receive that comes from within them. And when it becomes damaging is when you give and think it's your responsibility and it's your purpose. We're just holding space we're holding space for others to realign to their natural state of being. All right, one more here and then we're going to see. Then I'll end it with Kelly. Kelly, thank you for presenting this reading today, because you are holding, and you're literally holding space, experience, wisdom, and knowledge for all of us through this transmission, through this communication, through this stuff. So I can enjoy love with this person again. Yes. Moons. Yep. Sometimes we need the space to heal ourselves. Sometimes things are toxic. And it doesn't mean you don't love the person. You can love them from afar. And then as they heal and you guys rebalance, then you guys are a frequency match again. It's up to that individual. All that matters, Kelly, is you are taking care of yourself and you are doing what's right for you. That frees up space too for the other person, whether romantic or friend or child, what have you. It frees up space for them to do what they need to do by turning within and not projecting out. When everybody's projecting out all of their wounds and pain and hurts, it's a mess. It's toxic. Okay. And sometimes we do that to bring all of that out, and we can either work together or you got to kind of go separate and work by yourself. All right. So what we got for the Mother Earth Heart card for you, Kelly? It's a little light, fluffy, I don't know what it is, a plant on the side of the road. Looks like cotton, but I don't live where cotton is. And I love it. And what this little guy is, he's literally crying out. It looks like a little pig, a little nose, a little eye, a little mouth. and he's really strong and anchored in his divinity. So whatever you're going through, it is about personal empower. It really is about speaking your truth. It's about embodying it on the physical level. It's about using your voice, but not just using your voice, but everything we do holds our truth. If you go for, like I use the example of me going for a run, that's my truth. My whole body, my being, and everything wants to do that. So a lot of times we speak our truth even without words. It's just through our being and taking action and standing strong in ourselves. It looks like a strong little anchor right here. Strong in the earth. I'm just feeling like um, just you having to stand strong in your truth. And your truth is that you are God, you are light, you are pure love. And that's what you want for others and yourself. So standing and taking action on that and calling out, it looks like you've called out for help, but not only that, you're calling out your truth. And I've never seen this before, but it looks like a little X. Looks like a little X or a V. Holy shit. So now something is coming through. Hold on here. There's a person here. I have never seen this in this card before, and it's so unbelievable how the energy morphs to match. You are creating what I'm seeing here, Kelly, okay? And I don't even know what's coming through yet, but we'll see. There's a person here. See the mouth? See the nose? See the eyes? This nose is a little long, which reminds me of Pinocchio. So I don't know if anyone's lied, if there's been deceit in any way, shape, or form. I'm represented by that Pinocchio nose. And it doesn't even need to be straight out lies or deceits or that kind of thing. It can also be not wearing a mask, not representing the truth of someone, of your heart, whether it be yours or the other person. So that's what I'm feeling. And arms, see the face though? See that face? See that chin? See that mouth? See that nose? See those eyes kind of closed, almost like they're closed to their own truth. They believe almost their energy that they're living and saying and being. It's almost like they're closed off to their own truth. They believe their own lies. Now, I don't know if that's relating to somebody that you know or this situation, but that's what I'm picking up on. And then we got like these, it's like a V, but it's almost like this is their body now. This is their body, and there's one arm open and another arm open. So that can also be representative of you or the other person or both of you being open, actually being open to receiving this divinity. I'm almost feeling this is you now being open to receiving the truth, embodying the truth. Can you see that, Kelly? Can you see it? It's as clear as day. The mouth, the lips, the chin, the little jowl right here. The nose, though, I don't know, and being closed. Being closed, the other person could be also being closed to recognizing your truth, but they'll be opening up to it. No matter what's happening, this is a really good sign, the way this is wide open. And then the way the little divinity here, this little like pig or little girl or whatever, being open, but they don't necessarily want to see that yet. I'm feeling they don't want to see that. They're open, they want to, they're saying the right things, but they're not necessarily embodying it yet. You guys both want the same thing deep down in your heart and your soul. But there's something preventing one or both of you from receiving it fully, but I do feel you will. Just because this is the body and it's so wide open. And this little gold here is standing out too, which is representing a gold stream, the attachments, the frequencies, the streams of love that connect you both. They're both separate. Oh my God. This is what I'm picking up now too. You both want the same thing, but almost like you might need to create a little space between you. So that gold stream representing your own truth, your own gold light. And then this one here representing you both do want that same thing, but you might need to go about it differently. You need to go about it in your own individual way that is personal for you. Maybe you come together and discuss how you can go about it together. But because there's space there, maybe just a little breathing room between the two of you would be good, where you can get to this place. You need to come to your own divinity. You both are crying out for help. You both want this, but you're not quite sure how to unify it. I feel you both don't know quite how to bridge the gap. What it says is find whatever you are looking for, it will find you. For when you stop trying, Kelly, this is great. When you stop trying so hard, you release up the energy for the universe to deliver. And I didn't even know that. So releasing, this open arms are up. Okay, surrender. I let go. I don't have the answers. I don't know, but I'm going to release, open up for the universe to deliver. And then I create space for my answers, for my guidance, for my discernment, for the universe to beckon my call and to be manifest in the physical. Oh my God, Kelly, this just blows my stinking mind. Okay. And what do we got here? I wanted to pull a chakra card to see what energetically in your physical body the message is. But this chakra, the yellow, the solar plexus, is also matching these little gold pieces of grass. And what we got here is the solar plexus, divine wisdom. What did I say? This was divine wisdom here, wanting that, crying out for the truth, crying out for that wisdom, crying out for that guidance from the purity of your heart. And there we go. It's about opening up and releasing the light, creating space for all of that light answers and codes. This is a very, 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 very profound relationship. It was so contracted by you guys in order to release that light, to open up that book within you, to connect to your own divinity, to get your answers and knowledge from within. And in that, you're going to release the sparks of light in the darkness. You're going to come to your own understanding. You guys, I'm feeling both need to connect to your own divinity in your own way, to release that information, that healing, the answers, divine wisdom. It's all within you. And as you release and you open up, it's going to open up. What you are looking for is going to find you. It's going to find you in here through your connection first to your divinity, and then it's going to spark out into your reality. And you both are going to be given the clarity and the light you need in the darkness, in the confusion. It is a very, very powerful time of transformation for both of you. So beautiful. And that's a 9, which is endings and new beginnings. It's the ending of a cycle and opening up to a new one. I'm feeling it's an ending of toxicity. It's an ending of an old way, a cycle that keeps repeating in order to create a new. Taking a step back, going within, and honoring and nurturing you guys as each own self-development awareness energy. And collective, what are they? Oh shit, of course it's the heart chakra. It's relationships. So what is the spirit? What is spirit saying? The line connecting, the higher awareness, the perception, the energy of both of you. Heart chakra, number 17. Today's the 17th too, eh? Number 17, 8, which is in abundance. All right, so this sums it all up too. So the 1 represents taking your own road, connecting to your divinity, the 1, the independence, the leader, the taking charge, the self-empowerment. But it's a 7. 7 is the divinity, going within your own heart, connect to your divinity, connect to your own knowledge and wisdom, and connect to that. And that's all in your own heart chakra. It's in your heart. That is where the healing will be done. It's within your own connection to self. You guys have done enough projecting, entangling, blaming, all of that kind of stuff. It's a time to really go within and heal yourself, connect to your own heart. And that's a 17, which equals an 8, which equals the ultimate abundance, fulfillment. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. And that's exactly what this is showing. You both want the same thing. You've almost like you've thrown your hands up almost. Spirit is saying you both have thrown your hands up. You're at a loss. The only answer is to really go internalize and go within, connecting to that. And whether it means getting guidance, taking a class, getting help from a counselor for yourself, I feel that really it's about you right now and nurturing and connecting and healing and re-energizing yourself in whatever way, shape, or form that you do that for yourself. And I'm feeling it's independent of that other person right now. You both have got to go in and connect. Hands up, eyes are shut, They've given up, but then the giving up and the surrender, that's so beautiful, because then you going within and you're calling out and you're asking for help, and not just from the outside, but by this going right here, right to the center, claiming your power. Archangel is it Raphael, calling upon that frequency of the green. Anything else? Did I have another one? Hold on. Let me just see if I had a. Oh, this one's standing out here. This one, that's the one I pulled earlier. Divine perfection. And this is the energy supporting you. This is the overall meaning to me, the energy of everything that you've asked about, and the merging of all the energies, and it's divine perfection. And that again goes with the white of that, goes with the heart space, goes with the light emanating from you, the book within. Also, this to me, they're bringing up Akashic records. So also, obviously, you guys have had other timelines together as well, opening it up and healing those energies as you heal yourself, bringing those relationships into balance. Archangel Melchizedek in Selenite, divine perfection. I bow to the higher will unfolding in all things at all times. I feel peace growing in my heart and mind. I move closer to the divine heart of the universe, where there is only love and grace, encouragement, and respect. There are so many healing blessings for me now. I let go of what has been with serenity, and I unconditionally trust in the unfolding. I unconditionally trust in the goodness of what is unfolding. So trusting in that, and it can look shitty on the outside, but just trusting it, allowing that to let go, to surrender. It's bringing you to divine perfection. It's bringing both of you to divine perfection. And divine perfection, the ultimate divine perfection, is connecting to that divinity within, so that we can reflect that back in our relationships and not project toxicity, but to reflect the divinity that we connect to within our own heart space. Okay, thank you so much, Leona. My neighbor friend is coming home from the hospital. I must go in case. You are always looking out for that neighbor. What an earth angel that you are, Leona, for her. Thank you for being that neighbor. Thank you for being that space for your neighbor and support. Kelly, that was so beautiful. And I know we can all kind of relate to that in some way, shape, or form. I know I can. And through this healing, I just felt like there was a healing and the healing was done not through all the words I was speaking, but the overall energy was about an acceptance of self and what you feel. That's where healing is, when you can accept what you feel and you've done nothing wrong, and this is divine perfection. You guys have come to bring forth this transmutation of divine perfection in something that which was once toxic, but you are the ones healing through your own individual healing and heart connection. And it's beautiful. You guys have co-contracted that. You came for this. But it is time to accept what you feel, to honor and respect yourself. If we don't honor and respect our own needs mentally, they're saying physically, they're even saying financially, and physically, the physical part, we're not going to reflect that back. And sometimes things get really, really hard and really, really shitty to get our attention before we do make that change. So we do end that cycle. It does make us go within and heal our own wounds, our own pain. So very beautiful. You both are very powerful. You both have my eternal blessings and love and light, and just allow that healing. Just allow that healing and have the confidence in walking forward and stepping into your own personal power, your own divinity. And that does take strength and courage, because we're not always taught that. So the strength and the courage isn't through recycling, recommitting to a bunch of crap. It's about being the change, making the change, to create the change. And I will end it with that. All right. Very beautiful, Kelly. Man, you really held such beautiful, beautiful space. Infinity, yeah. Xfinity. Eight. Thank you, Susan. Good to see you again, Susan. All right, All right, it's Precious birthday. So my phone's gonna go dead. Tino. Hey, I didn't know you were there. I'm so lucky to have those cards. We are blessed to have each other, the cards. Those cards, Tina, whatever ones you're talking about now, um, they're a reflection of our energy. And just like we are, Pinocchio resonates. That's so funny. Oh, the Pinocchio resonates. The card. I know, and it was so strong, Kelly, and so abstract. And I just love the way you guys create these messages and that awareness through me. Like I never seen that image in those cards, that specific card either. Um, all right, guys. Thank you so much. What was I gonna say? Honor yourself, guys. Respect yourself. If no one made a physical donation, I'm gonna sign off. I think I've been on for an hour and 40 minutes, and my battery's gonna go dead, and I'm getting hungry. Yeah, it just came up again, so I'm gonna end it here. But anybody else who really does want a personal message and wants guidance and wants insight to their own heart and their own soul's journey and what's really being called beneath the surface of them, just inbox me. Oh, Presh, thank you. You said happy birthday. I do want to pull Presh a card for her birthday. I want to pull Presh a card. I'm going to go dead in a second. So Presh, I want to send you a birthday wish. I'm going to give you a, hold on here. I want to pull a spirit consciousness. These cards are so beautiful. Conscious spirit. What birthday blessing does your spirit want to bring into your awareness? As I was saying, anybody who wants a personal, please just inbox me. I have a bunch of different little mini types of readings, but if you want guidance on this subject matter, I feel a lot of us are really experiencing that, letting go of relationships, stepping into our power, trusting ourselves, but enjoying confidence and honoring that physicality. What does Presh need to hear? Sorry, Presh, I did want to deliver you one because it's your birthday. And thank you for choosing to be born in this experience. It's to be really honored and celebrated because you chose as a spirit to have the Presh experience, to go through whatever you went through, to anchor in love, to transmute darkness into light. All right, Presh, what do we got? God, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Wheel of Life. I don't know if I've ever even pulled this one before. You are the center. You are the center of your life. First of all, you're sitting right there in the middle. You're centering, sitting in your power. Your power pressures in the balance of opposing forces. You're able to see both sides and yet remain neutral to benefit in that light. So if you are having any issues with imbalance or contrast in your life, they want you to hold and be the middle, be in the center of the storm, remain neutral. And in that neutrality, you can gain great wisdom from that space, from that center, right here. I am guided by the cycles of life and live in complete harmony with them. So, this is about surrendering. This is about acceptance. This is about entering that universal flow of life, of Gaia's cycles, of the moon and the day, of death and of rebirth. It's about allowing yourself to be in that flow and to know that every moment of now is a moment of you, a moment for you to rebalance, to reharmonize, to integrate all aspects and parts of you, to fulfill and to honor that temple that you are, to nurture and give of yourself emotionally, mentally, and spiritually, to honor that physical, sensual experience. You are a child of the earth. You are a child of love. You are a child of light. You've come through fresh experience to embody, to savor, to enjoy all of that, and to allow it to continue the expansion of you, of your God source energy, of your light, not just on this timeline, but multidimensionally. All time is now. All time is you. And we have number 42, Wheel of Life, which is a six. Six is peace, harmony, balance, renewal. A renewal. Your birthday is a beautiful time to renew in you, to renew and give honor and respect to the temple that you chose to have on earth as Presh, to celebrate in that. And to me, I really feel that you as a master light blaster, like this is like one of those, like it looks like one of those shoo, weapons. You've really have cut through a lot of darkness. You have been through a lot, Presh. You have allowed the darkness to activate your light. You have had to cut off cords, I believe. You have had to end cycles. You have had to let go. You have had to use a lot of courage and strength and determination to anchor into your light. So don't be afraid to cut cords. Don't be afraid of letting go of the old. Don't be afraid to surrender to the Presh that you are now. The Presh that you were yesterday is a different vibration than the Presh you are now. So embrace that and accept that, and to honor all that you feel and allow all that you know you need to let go of as well. So there is a message of letting go and cutting off as well for you in order to nurture and bring balance to yourself, Presh. And I might as well go the extra mile and let's see what the book actually has to say real quick. My battery isn't dead yet. If anybody wants a reading, please inbox me. I was doing donations, but my battery is going to be going dead. And if anyone wants a personal, you can always come to me. All right. I won't approach you, but if you approach me. Wheel of Life. Life is a continuous cycle of birth, death, and renewal. From the changing seasons to the phases of the moon, from the ebb and flow of the tides to our own stages of maiden, mother, and crone. Resisting these cycles causes unease and prevents us from fully experiencing life. This card is asking you to become fully aware of the cycles of life, Presh. Feel them and absorb the knowledge and understanding and energy each brings. Don't wish for summer and winter, or night will quickly come, or don't wish for summer and winter, or that night will quickly become day. By doing so, you are not living in the present. Accept and love yourself and your environment at every stage. By learning to live in harmonious flow with all of life's cycles, you will find peace and contentment. By being part of the cycle of your life, of nature, in the universe, you will connect more fully to your soul's purpose and be guided to support the universe and supporting the universe within you, hence the universe without you. So it's about embracing and letting go and going with the flow. And this kind of connects to Kelly Deck's message that we will feel really agitated, stressful, and in anxiety when we're not in that flow, when we aren't letting go. So when we do feel stress, anxiety, upset, confusion, it's because there's something that we are resisting, that cycle, that ending of the cycle, ending that cycle to enter another one. And that stress and the anxiety is just the emotion guiding us to open up to what is being called of us now, to release and surrender and let go and cut off the cords and the attachments. When we aren't going with the flow of our own cycle, we create a blockage, and that blockage will come forth as resistance, anxiety, anger, frustration, unease, dis-ease. So that's all guiding us to enter that cycle and to re-enter the flow of ourself, bringing forth fortune. All right, guys, thank you so much. I am all done for now. If anybody wants any personals from me, please just message me at Temple of the Sun or Ria Barna. And I'm just going to flash some people. My battery's going to go dead, so just sharing your light, guys. Gina Palazzo, beautiful soul sister, thank you. Teresa, thank you so much for holding space for us. Do I have Cash App? You can always do Meta, and I don't want to do it live for you right now because I think my battery will go dead, so I don't want to end in the middle of a reading. But Shield Nova, I don't have Cash App per se, but you can do Venmo, you can do PayPal, and you can do Facebook Pay. So I don't know if Cash App is tied into that. And so thank you very much for inquiring, and I'll be happy to give you a private reading. Masha Hicks, thank you so much. If you rewatch, you guys can always get energy guidance from this live, or you can personal me. Thank you for joining and shining your light. Presh, have a very beautiful birthday. Yeah, I can see that you had to end a lot, and Spirit is recognizing that and thanking you, and it's opening you up to greater balance and peace, Presh. Thank you, Teresa, Miranda Panda. Good to see you. Suzanne, happy birthday to Presh. I know you're saying thank you for joining. And let's see, anyone else? Kelly Deck, thank you so much. Leona Thacker, thank you so much. Tino, I'm sure you're back in class. Thank you for spreading your light. And I know there was Caitlin somewhere. Caitlin, thank you for hopping on and sparking this message. Christy Burke, thank you for hanging in. Kizzy, thank you. I've not seen you on a live before. Thank you for being here. Lauren, yes. Gladiator, Divine Intuitive Tarot. Oops, I guess we got to block them. All right. Don't like it when people are trolls or go looking. Like what you need will find you, guys. What you need will find you. Kim Chemistry celebrating her baby got back. All right, guys, thank you very much. May you all shine with the entirety of all the love and light that you are